Sudoku solving session. I'm here, I'm gonna solve some Sudoku, and we're gonna have a great time. The plan for today, I guess, is gonna solve some classics to start, and then move over to Puzzle Mix and see what they've got. I know they've got at least one classic that I haven't played yet, and probably a few variants. So, just adjust the screen here and let's get started. I'm on the janko.at site. Let me turn the music down a sec. Okay. I'm on the janko.at site. It's run by a German couple. I like to use it. It's got good Sudoku puzzles. This is classic Sudoku number 29. We've done up through 28 so far. And I've got my stopwatch up here in the top right that you can see. Excuse me. So let's get going. I have reason to believe this is a kind of hard one, so maybe not great for a warm-up, but well, we'll see what happens. So this is the only place a 6 can go in this 3x3 box, because of this 6 here, and this 6 here, and this 6 here, and this 6 here. Only one place a 6 can go in that box, too. Maybe that'll tell us things. Yeah, this box, this, oh wow. We're gonna be able to complete 6s. That was a good find. Cool. We are done with 6s. What else do I see a lot of? I see a few 4s. Can I detect any? Can I tell where a 4 goes in this box? Not yet. I can tell where a 4 goes in this box. Has to be in this left column. Hello, Vsimco. Ooh, what's left in this middle box? 1, 5, and 8. 5 has to go here because of that one. Let me just pencil mark in the 1 and the 8. Vacation? How was vacation? Where'd you go? 3, 7, 2, 3, 2, 3, 7. I think this is the only place an 8 can go in this column. Germany and Poland, do you live in Europe? Cause wait, isn't it like 3 AM in Europe right now? Depending on where you are, I guess. Okay, that makes more sense. If you're European, you should probably be in bed. It's good to have you back. I finished the big list that I was going through, so this week should be just like whatever. I don't really have plans. What's left in this row? 2, 4, 5, and 8. 3, 4, 5, 8. I'm just gonna pencil mark. I think this is gonna be a fairly difficult one, so I'm just gonna pencil mark wherever I can. This row has a lot as well. It's missing 1, 3, 7, and 8. 2 in the top box middle. Yes. Can only go here. And then that tells us this one. No, it doesn't. Sorry. Top box. This one. Nope. Oh, that'll tell me a lot of 2s, actually. Good catch. These are the places a 2 can go in this box. Okay, so 1, 3, 7, and 8. This row. This column has 3, 4, 7, 8 left. Oh, there's only one place a 4 can go in this column. Cool. It leaves just 3, 7, and 8. I see a fair amount of 5s. Maybe I can do something with 5s. It has to be here or here. How about this box? What's left? 1, 3, 5, and 8. Yes. This column has 1, 3, 8, and 9 left. Oh, and this box has 5 in it too. 3, 4, 8, and 9 it looks like are missing. And this column. We have a lot of areas with 5. 1, 5, 7, and 9. Yeah, we have all the evens, huh? I can figure K.
Yeah. Everybody knows that I'm breaking down. Everybody knows I ain't faking now.
8 and top box left. Yes, because 8 has to go here or here in this box. Yeah, so that leaves this is the only spot that an 8 can go in that row. Good catch. Ooh, this is tempting. Yeah, I should be able to tell which one this is, because this is the only place a 7 can go. Yeah. In 3, 1. Done with the row. Alright. Four, 5, 7, 9 left in this box. Oh, 4 has to go here, because it blocks that whole row. This one does. Okay, so 5, 7, and 9. Which means no 9 here. Oh, and there's no 1 because there's already 1. We can finish this box. No 7 here. Ooh, what's left in the top row? 3, 5, 7, looks like. Yeah, we can't have a 3 here either. This just has to be an 8. Here's the only place a 1 can go in the box. This can't be an 8. I feel like I have wrong information somewhere in this row. Oh, this can't be a 4. That's what I'm missing. Okay. So this is miss... Or an 8. Wait. Yeah, this has to be a 5. Which means... Oh, that tells us about this. Oh. Okay, we can't finish the row quite yet, but... This can't be a 7 because of this one. This is the only place a 7 can go in this box. I think we're about done with 7. No, we're not. I can rule these out for 7 though. This has to be 1, 5, and 9. Okay, so this has to be 2, 3, 7. That makes sense. Ooh, we have a pair here. 3-7. 3-7. So this can't be a 3. I mean, it can't be a 3. Like that, okay. This has to be 1, 8, or 9, but not a 1. This can't be a 5, which means this is the only place a 5 can go in that box. Is this box missing 1, 3, 4, 8, 9? I think 4 has to go here in this box. Yeah, it has to be the rightmost row. Okay, finish that row. Two, 3, 8, 9 left in this column. 4 in box 6. Yes. Just looking at the pencil marks. Only place a 4 can go. Good catch, thanks. I not very many places. What's missing here? 1, 3, 7, 9 in this column. Not many places a 1 can go. Oh, I'm done with pencil marks. That's okay. Now I have to actually solve things. So 8 has to go either here or here in this box. So not there. Oops. I can take the 3s out of this column, because put a 3 there. Oh, which means 3 has to go in one of these two. So we can take 3 out of here, and here, and here. That's not bad. Okay, I think there's only one place a 7 can go in this row. Right here. It's taken out of this box, taken out of this column, and this column. Why can't we have a 7 here? Did I just miss it? I think I just missed it. Is there a reason I can't put a 7 here? I don't know. I think I just missed it. Well, I can take 1 out of here, because there's already 1 in the column.
It's so dark out here in space. And it's been so long since I've seen a face. My eyes are shut, but I can see the void between you and me. And I feel like I'm going insane.
Oh, this can't be a 7. It's already a 7 there. did I not have a 7 here? Maybe I shouldn't read into it too much.
Calling out Mayday. Calling out Mayday.
I think we might have to get hypothetical here. I don't want to yet, though. I want to look for patterns.
Calling out Mayday. Calling out Mayday.
But like, as soon as I know what this one is, this tells me what the entire column is.
Save me.
Same with like, there was another one like that. Oh, this was it. If I know what this one is, then it tells me what the entire column is. So those seem like good places to look at.
I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down. All around this empty town, we're searching for the lost and found. But you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air, like a blazing flare. Don't stare, 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere.
Okay, so suppose this is a 9, then this is a 3, which means both this and this have to be 1s. So it has to be the other way. If this is a 9 and this is a 3, then only 1 can go in either of these spots, and that's bad. So this has to be 9, and this has to be 3. And that should collapse some things. Oh, or a lot of things. Or like the entire puzzle. Okay, I'll take it. 3 and 8. Alright. 1837. Not bad. Yeah, this site has difficulty ratings, and I think this is one of the harder. I think it's on the harder end. Let's look. Yeah, 29 over here is an 8 out of 9. So, yeah, that was number 29 we did. It's an 8 out of 9, so that was fairly difficult. Looks like number 30 is a 6 out of 9, so it should be easier. I think it was an XY wing? Oh. I've heard of an X-wing. I'm not sure what an XY wing is. That's not what I wanted. I guess I'll just do number 30 now. XY wing. Let me Sudoku XY wing. Three different cells, each with exactly 2 candidates. This is not very well zoomed in, is it? Oh, that's good. Okay. XY wing involves 3 different cells, each with exactly 2 candidates. They're related to each other in such a way that you can make some logical conclusions. So these two cannot be the same one, and these two cannot be the same one. Or the 2 on the left and the 2 on the right are connected. Oh, I see. So you know that anything that intersects both of the wings can't be a 1. Okay, yeah, let's... Is my solve for number 29, does the site save it? It does. Let's see if we can look back at this. It was this step here. I was pointing out that this couldn't be a 3 and 9 because of these. Yeah, okay, that's exactly what it was. It was here's the X-wing, or the XY wing. Here's the middle one. And then you've got this, and you've got this, and then this intersects both of them. So we know that either this or this has to be a 3. So either this one or this one, because they both share their other possibility with this guy. So this one can't be a 3. That's exactly what we did. Okay, cool. I learned something. Neat. Very neat. Okay, let's do number 30. Mark, get set, go. Okay. Oh wow, this is not very many cells filled in. I see some 8s. We can tell where the 8 goes here. We can tell where the 8 goes here. Tell where the 8 goes here. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. Oh, this box is completely empty. Yikes. Okay. And then the other 2 8s we can't figure out quite yet. Okay. I see a lot of 4s. I don't think I can deduce anything with 4s yet. Close. Oh, I didn't see this one. Yeah, okay, so we can figure out this 4. And then the other 4 has to go here in this box. And then... Oh, wait. Yeah, we can figure out this one. We have this 4, and this 4, and then the top and bottom columns are also taken, so that's a 4. Or top and bottom rows, I mean. So now this 4 has to go either here or here, and this one has to go either here or here, so 2 left. Okay. What other numbers do I see a lot of? 5s maybe? Not that many. I see some 3s. There's only one spot a 3 can go in this box. Row 1, column 3. Yeah, every other number covers it. That's right. Good catch. So that tells us where 3 goes in this box. That tells us okay, well I guess that's about it, but it tells us a fair amount. Oh, I think we can deduce the 3 in this box as well, because we know that this is the only place a 3 can go in this row, because this column is taken, and this whole box is taken. One in box 1. Yeah, this row is covered. We may as well just about finish up this box. What's left? 6 and 9. What's left in this column? 1, 2, 5, and 8. Oops. Cool. This row is missing 1, 6, 7, 9. Oh, it can't be a 1. Two in box 2. Only place a 2 can go in box 2 is this one. The left and middle columns are covered, and then there's a 2 here. Great. Okay. Can I deduce anything from that one? Well, 2 has to go here or here. I don't know. 5, 6, 7, 9 missing in the column. Only one place a 5 can go in this row. I'm starting to get the feeling that 6s and 9s are going to be our problems. Oh, wait, these are triple. Yeah, so 4 and 5 have to be up here. So this is 4, this is a 5. And so this leaves 2 and 7 here. This is not a 7 then. One, 2, 6 left in this column? Only one place a 4 can go in this column, I think. Oh, and we're done with 4s now. Oh, okay, great. Yeah, because there were only 2 left and this was one of them. Okay, cool. Cool.
I got trapped in your eyes the moment you looked at me. From across the room, those eyes kept following me. Something popped in my brain. No, baby, only you I see. Feels like I'm
Only one place a 2 can go here. Oh, it'd be great if I could figure out what this one is. It's a 1, 6, 7, or 8, except not an 8. Oh, wait, yeah, this is the only place a 7 can go in this box. So this is a 1, 6, and an 8 in some order. And 5 and 9 down here. Great. This can't be a 5. Oh, which leaves only this to be a 5 in this box. Only 3 can go here, and this has to be a 1 because of this 9. And that forces everything in this box, I think. Now this has to be a 9. This is 1, 6, and 7. Okay, so only 2 can go here in this row. Or this is the only place a 2 can go, rather. This can't be a 1. What's missing in this box? 2, 5, 7. Which means we can't put a 7 here. Oh wait, there's only one thing left in this column. We should fill that in. Five, 6, 7, 9 missing in this row. I think we only have 1, 3 left in the puzzle. It has to be here. This has to be a 2, only place it can go in the row. But that tells us which way these go. Oops. I think that's all the 2s now. Okay, 7 has to go here. Ooh, and that tells us about this one. And these. Nine's missing in this column. Now this is the only place a 9 can go. Can't put a 7 there. This has to be a 6 now. Oh, this can't be a 7. Ah, I cleared instead of stopped. We were at 9:59 though. I'm gonna count that as under 10 minutes. I'll say we beat 10 minutes on that one. Because I think we did. Cool, yeah, that one was definitely easier. For sure. I feel like with the hard ones though, it's usually just that one step that has like a really advanced technique. And then other than that, it's fine. Like with the previous one. Okay, let's do 31. And then maybe I'll move on to Puzzle Mix. Depending on how long this one takes, I guess. Go! Yeah, this one looks less intimidating. This has to be a 4. Only place it can go in the box. Same there. This is the only place a 4 can go in this row, I believe. Because this box is taken. Only place a 4 can go in this box. That forces this here, and that's all the 4s. Cool. Okay. 7 can't go here, so it's got to go here. That forces the 7 up here. Which forces this one down here, I think. Yeah, this one takes care of the top right one. Okay, so no, here. Only one place the 7 can go in this box. Oh wow, we're done with 7s too. Okay, this puzzle might be really direct. Only one place a 6 can go in this box. And this box now. And this box. Now I can go either here or here, and only here in this box. Done with 6s. Oh, what are these 3? 1, 3, 5? Oh, this has to be a 1. And this has to be a 5. This has to be a 3. Okay. And then this is 2, 5, 8 over here. Which means we're missing a 9 here. Only place a 9 can go in that box. And this row is missing 3 and 5. This one can't be a 3 because there's a 3 below it. 8 and 9 are missing now. There's an 8 below this, so that way. This one's missing 2, 3, and 8. Oh no. Has to be like that, just looking at what's blocking it. 1, 2, and 8 missing from this row. Has to be that way. How about this row? 1 and 9. And what's left in the box now? 3 and 8, I think. Except that this 3 tells us which way they should go. And 2, 5, and 9 left in box 2. Just looking at the columns, we can figure out which is which. And now these columns only have 1 left. 5 and 9. This has to be a 3 now. And what about, oh, these also have only 1 left. 1, 5, and 9 between them. One, 5, 8, 9 down here. Yeah, we're just finishing now. Yeah, that one was really fast. I reckon we can do one more, at least. Only one place a 3 can go down here. This column is empty, so maybe, yeah, we have nothing in this row or this column, so maybe this one's going to be a little bit harder. Only one place a 2 can go down in this box. And a 7. May as well keep looking at this box. 4, 6, and 8, and 9 are missing. Okay, this has to be a 1. Only place it can go in that box. Not a lot of places 7 can go in this row, or this column, I mean. Here, here. Well, I don't see a whole lot of stuff to do from here, so guess I'm pencil marking for now. About this column. Missing 1, 4, 6, 8, and 9. That's kind of a lot. I don't like it when the pencil marks use up 2 rows. Oh well. This column has 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 left. Oh, right here. Is that a link? Oh, that's a puzzle itself. Okay. Yeah, I'll look at that in a minute. I am interested in such puzzles that require more than one advanced strategy. Sounds like it takes some serious crafting. Only one place of 5 can go in this column. And now only one place of 5 can go in this box. Maybe we can knock some 5s out now. Here, 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 and here. Done with 5s. Bam.
Living in the same routine, like the seasons I'm on repeat.
I think this also has to be a 1 or a 4, which gives us a nice double here.
Trying not to follow suit. Don't like the color, I'll change the shade of it.
Yeah, and then 2 and 3 have to go here and here.
I know
There's only one place a 2 can go.
I'm holding on to,
That's probably the first thing I should have noticed.
holding on.
Oh, only one place a 1 can go in this column because of this double here.
I know I'm holding on to this. Holding on.
And 1, 4, 6, 9 missing up here in this box. Okay, great. An image is much better. Thanks. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'll definitely take a look. I don't know if I really have a way to solve it on stream today. I don't have my whole setup with the iPad set up, but I will store it for next time. Or never mind. 6, 7, 8, 9 missing in this. Oh, this has to be a 6. And this row has to be 6, 7, 8, 9 left. And this can't be an 8.
Fast forward a year or two, friends have changed, but so can you. So can you. For too long about the mistakes, while I resent, I learn to hate.
This here's a double. That's kind of interesting. I guess that means the remaining squares in this middle box have to be 2, 3, and 4.
Follow on, need to focus to prove you're wrong. I'm not wrong. I know why. I know why. Holding on to this. Holding on. I know why. Oh, I know why. Holding on to this. Holding on. Don't let me repeat it.
This column is missing 2, 3, 7, and 9. Which means this one has to be a 2, actually. Because the 9 is taken in the box and the 3 and 7 are taken in the row. Can I learn anything from that? I don't think so. Oh, I can. It tells me that this is the only place a 2 goes in this box. And that tells me where a 2 goes here. And now this has to be a 2. Okay, that was pretty nice. And this can't be a 3 now, because of this double here. The pair. I think 8's the only thing that can go here. Only 6, 7, 8, and 9 left in the row, and the others are in the column. Now this has to be a 4. Only one place a 3 can go now. 7 and 9 have to go that way. Here's a 7, here's a 1. Oh, it tells us about these. Okay, how about over here? 1, 3, 4, and 8 left. This one has to be the 4, because 1 and 3, and then an 8 in the row. Now this has to be a 1 and a 3. Oh, this can't be an 8. There's only one place a 7 can go now in this box. 6, 8, and 9 are left. Oh, this tells us a lot, actually. This has to be a 1, this has to be a 6, this has to be a 4, this has to be a 9. This has to be an 8 and a 6 in that order. Now this has to be the 6. Now this has to be a 9. Oh wow, this does tell us a lot. 8's the only thing left. Now this is a 4. Can't deduce these 3 yet. Okay. Almost done. Wow. Oh, this can't be a 6. And that tells us these. One and 3 left in this row. 3, 1. This row is missing. Oh, wait. We have a 3 in that top left corner there. So 6 and 4. 3 and 4. What's missing? 7 and 9. 1103. I'll take it. Alright, yeah, let me check out that puzzle. Oof, with pencil marks too. Okay. Okay, let me make it so that it's visible. This is a screenshot, right? I can't move the... Okay, just looking at it. I kind of like the pencil marks already being in there. That's interesting. I guess I have to trust that they're right. I feel like the act of filling in the pencil marks, though, gives me intuition for how the puzzle's working. Like right now, I'm not really sure where to start. I guess the top, like the box 2 looks fairly sparse. Probably some interesting stuff up there. Okay, yeah, so in that row 2, we have a quadruple. 4, 6, 7, and 9 can only go in columns 2, 3, 6, and 7. This is kind of silly, me just talking. Yeah, there's only one place that 2 can go in that second row. It'd be row 2, column 8. And then that forces a 1 in column 1. That's all I got for now. I will pull this up again later when I have a way of like marking on it. Okay, but it's been about an hour, so I'm going to jump over to Puzzle Mix. Let's see if it, let's see what we got. A regular Sudoku, average time around 8 minutes. I think I'm a little slower than average, actually. Got a Sudoku XV, got Killer, Slitherlink. Oh, and got another regular. Oh, this is a 12 by 12. Oh, that's intense. Those can be really slow, though. Average time 26:42. I might have to try it, though. We'll see how it goes. I'm definitely starting with the one that expires on Friday. Yeah, I might have to rig this up so that the stream shows the right window. Yeah, okay. There we go. Alright, timer is already running. I don't need this one. Cool. Okay, let's see what we got. This one doesn't look too bad, although this clue has nothing about it. Empty box, empty column, empty row. That's kind of exciting. This has to be a 1. Only place it can go in that box. I see a lot of 1s. What else do I see a lot of? Sixes? I mean, 6 blocks these 3 in this box, so this has to be a 6. I guess these 4 corner squares here are important. This 8 here forces an 8 to go here or here. One of these two, and also forces an 8 to go either here or here. I see a lot of 5s. This has to be a 5. Only place it can go in that box. Okay, so I think a 6 can't go here, because then there's nowhere for a 6 to go in box 6, this one down here. So that means the 6 in this box has to go over here. I guess there's a fair amount of rows and columns and boxes that have 5 things in them already, so I can pencil mark them. 2, 5, 7, 8. 8 and 5 is interesting. Oh, this has to be a 7. There's only one thing that can go here. Can't be a 2, can't be a 5, can't be an 8. Oh, which means this has to be a 5. Now this column is only missing 4, 7, and 9. So this has to be a 5. Only place a 5 can go in this box. 5 has to go here or here, and also here or here. Yeah, okay, so this can't be an 8, because then where does an 8 go down here? It can't be this column, and it can't be this row because of that one. So this has to be the 2, not the 8. This column has 5 in it. 3, 4, 6, 8 missing. This entire box actually is just missing 3, 4, 8, and 9. I think this is the only place an 8 can go in this this row. Looks like your intuition of looking at 5s and 8s is good. So now 8 cannot go here or here. This means it has to go either here or here, which means no 8s here. Have to have an 8 there. Two, 3, 4, 6, 9 missing in this column? I guess it'd be better to look at the box. 2, 3, 6, 8. Yeah. Except not 8. Yeah, wait, hold on. This has to be the 8. Because we can't have an 8 here. So just 2, 3, and 6. Nice. And I'm missing... Oh, yeah, I can mark out 3 because of the triple. Okay, cool. And this is 2, 4, and 9, I think. Oh, so this has to be a 2. Now the remaining boxes have to be a 3 and a 7 because we have this pair here. Only place a 2 can go in this box is here. Any other 2 deductions? Yeah, this one. Nice. Now we have these 3, which are a 1 and a 5 and an 8, and this one's an 8, because there's already a 1 and a 5 in the column. 2, 4, 6, 7 left in this column. It also has to be a 4 or a 7. I'm just looking at the row, 3, 4, 7, 9 are left, and there's a 3 and there's a 9. So that's a pair. This has to be a 1 and an 8 in some order. I think that's what's missing, yeah. Oh, and this has to be the 1 and this has to be the 8, because the 8 down here. That tells us these finished a row, one that goes through the empty box, no less. This column now is just missing 2, 5, and 7. Has to be this way, which tells us which way these go. And now this has to be a 2, and this box is now missing 6 and 7, which tells me this has to be a 4. Can't be a 7, because then those would both have to be 6s. 3, 4, 9, 4, 4, 3. Okay, this can't be a 7 for multiple reasons. Okay, this puzzle was not as bad as I thought it would be. This has to be a 7 now, this has to be a 4 now. $8.49. What was the average? Average was $7.54. Okay, so it's slightly below average. Not bad considering I'm streaming, I guess. Slows me down a little bit. That's just an excuse, though. Cool. 8.49. Okay, what do I want to go for next? Do I want to do the 12 by 12 or do I want to do the XV? Jigsaw killers are great, actually. Oh, but this is 6 by 6. Oh, that's boring. Okay. Oh, you can't see this, can you? The XV? Yeah, okay, that one expires next. Let's do the XV. Let's see if it automatically pops up on the stream. It does not. Sadness. Okay. I'll adjust. There we go. Okay, let's do this. This is a 4. So the way XV works, I suspect you already know, but in case someone else is watching, any two neighboring cells that have an X between them have to add up to 10. Any two neighboring cells with a V between them have to add up to 5. This has to be a 1 and a 4 as opposed to a 2 and a 3 because the 2 is already in that box. So I can kind of deduce, I mean this can't be a 1 and a 4 because the 1 and the 4 are here, so this is a 2 and a 3. I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, I believe we also have the converse rule for these. So if there's no V or no X, then we know that it doesn't add up to 5 or 10. So that is also extra information. That is very useful. This has to be 2 and 3 because there's a, I mean if this was 1 and 4, 1 and 4 are already over here. Several reasons. Oh, this is a 7. Has to add up to 10 with 3. Okay, so because of this 3 and this 3, these two have to be in a 3 and a 7, because one of these has to be a 3. That leaves just 5, 6, and 9 over here. How about, oh, this one we know is either a 6 or a 9, depending on whether that's a 1 or a 4. I guess we have to know that a 5 is in this middle 3 here. Just because a 5 can't be a part of a V or an X. This has to be 3, 7. It can't be 1, 9 because of this one. It can't be 2, 8 because of this one. It can't be 4, 6 because of these. And it can't be a 3 because that would make both of these 2's. So 7, 3. Now we're just missing 5, 8, and 9 up here. And 9 can't go here or here because then we'd have X's. So this has to be the 9. So 5 and 8. Great. Any more Sudoku logic I can use? They only gave me 4 clues. I mean, not counting the X's and the V's. That's pretty cool. Down here I have 1, 2, 3, and 4 already marked off, which is interesting. I don't really see anything I can deduce from that, though. Seven has to go in one of these two. Only 2 places it can go in that box. I guess I should be looking at complements. I usually fail to be looking at complements. Like when something can't add up to 5 or 10. Like, I think we know this has to be a 5, because these add up to 10, these add up to 10, that makes 20, and this adds up to 10, that makes 30. So these 3 are going to add up to 15, and one of them's a 5. So if anything besides the 5 is in the middle, the other 2 are next to each other and add up to 10. So I'm pretty sure this one has to be a 5. We probably could have figured that out by easier logic later, but never know. Okay, so 4 and 6 are not allowed here, so this one has to be 1 and 9. And then 4 and 6 go here and here. That makes this a 9, and that's going to collapse this whole chain of things. 5, 6, and 8 now missing from this box. And this one can't be a 6 because there's a 4 right there. There would have to be an X. Ooh, another pair. 4 and 8 missing from here now, I think. And then we got a pair here too, so 1 and 7 are missing from here. This row. Row 5. Okay, so 3 can't go in these 3 because there's already 3's already taken for this column by one of these 2, or this row. Similarly, can't have a 3 in this row, this column, because of that one. So one of these has to be a 3, 3 and 7 in some order. And that gives us like pairs here, which is interesting. Oh, and this can't be a 3, because this would be a V then, between these two. So that tells us which way those go. Cool. What can we put in these X pairs? Not 4, 6, not 2, 8. Could be 1, 9 or 3, 7. But 3 can't go there because of this one. Or 1 can't go there because of these two. So this is a 7 or a 9. This would have to be a 1 or a 3. By sort of the reverse logic, this one can't be 3 or 7 because of that, and it can't be 1 and 9 because of that. So it's got to be 2 evens. This one can't be 2 because of that one, and it can't be 4 because of these two. That would make both of these 1s. That's bad. So this has to be a 6 or an 8, which means this has to be a 2 or a 4 in some order. So that doesn't seem very helpful. I think this is the only place an 8 can go in this box. This column is taken, and I have the other ones marked as things that are not 8s. Oh, right, because there's an 8 pair up at top. Okay. Now this can't be a 1, or this can't be a 9. We knew that a while ago because of this one. One, 4, 5, and 6 missing from this column. Am I missing any complement clues? Specifically here? I don't think so. Okay, so a 6 or an 8. Oh, okay, these 4 form a 5, 6, 8, and 9 have to go in these. So that means we can't have a 9 here, because then there'd only be 3 options for these 4 squares. So this is a 7, this is a 3. Now I think we're missing 1, 5, 8, and 9 from this row. Oh, but this can't be 5, 8, or 9, because, again, these 3 are a set. These 4. So this just has to be a 1. Nice. That tells us about these. I think this has to be either a 6 or an 8, because whatever goes here is gonna get knocked out of these 3 boxes. So if this were like a 5, there'd be nowhere that a 5 could go. I mean, all 4 of these would have to be 6, 8, and 9, and that's 3 numbers in 4 boxes, which is bad. So where can 7 and 9 go? Or 5 and 9, I guess, were the ones I eliminated, because 7's already eliminated. Actually, where can 7 go? It has to be top row up here, right? One of these two? I guess whichever one of these is a 3 will tell us that. Oh, okay. This has to be the 2. There's a 3 above it. And I think this is the only place a 7 can go in this box. And now in this box, 7 can go either here or here just by Sudoku, but if a 7 was here, this would have to be a 3, and that's a contradiction. So this is a 7. And that forces this 7, and that can't be a 3 now because there'd have to be an X between these two. Only place a 1 can go up here. Ooh, now we have a triple between this 5, 6, 8, this 5, 6, 8, and this 5, 6, 8. Missing only 2 and 4 over here, I think. Oh, and this can't be an 8 because of this 2. The converse rule. And now this has to be the 6, this has to be the 4. Things fall into place. This can't be an 8. This can't be a 9 either because of the 1. This can't be a 9 either. Again, because of the 1. This can't be a 9, because again a 1. So many complements. Oh, okay, so since this is a 6, this has to be the 4. We can learn all about those. Okay, this 9 tells us about these. This can't be a 6 or a 4 anymore. This can't be a 1. Got those right 3 columns all solved. Now we just need the rest. This is, I think, the only 3 left in the puzzle, actually. What's going to end up here? Not 2, 8, because both of those are already in this row. Not 3, 7 for the same reason. Not 4, 6, because then what's this one? So it's got to be a 1 and a 9. It has to be this way because of that box. That square, I mean. Now only one place a 9 can go in this column. I guess this is a 5 or a 6, but it can't be a 6 because there's already a 6 in the row. What's missing here? 2 and 6. And what's missing here? 4 and 8. Oh, we were missing the evens. This can't be a 6 because of this 4. Okay, now I'm looking for a converse rule. This one can't be a 4 because of this 1. There'd have to be a V. Cool. 16 minutes 44 seconds. That did not feel like that long. Huh. 16 minutes 44 seconds. And the average time was 2020. Oh, we were way ahead of average there, actually. Cool. Cool, cool. Okay, so next up we have the 12 by 12 or a skyscraper, which is not technically Sudoku, but I did hedge by saying Sudoku and More in the stream title. The Jigsaw Killer, which I do love. I think Jigsaw is the same as irregular, but it is 6 by 6, so that is a downside. A 6 by 6 with an average solving time of 741 sounds pretty good though. Slitherlinks, I'm not very good at those, but I would play. And then Killer Sudoku, again a 6 by 6, so probably really easy. I'm probably just going to continue to work my way up in order of expiration date. Maybe skip the Slitherlink. I mean, doing the 6 by 6s is the worst thing that happens is we solve a puzzle really fast. I guess the worst thing that happens is probably like I embarrass myself by not being able to solve a short puzzle quickly. But I'm gonna do the Killer Sudoku 6. So Killer is where we get boxes and it tells us the sum of the numbers in the outlined regions. So this has to be a 2 because these 5 add up to 19. All 6 have to add up to 21. To make 7, it has to be 1, 2, 4. I believe Killer also has the rule that you can't repeat within a region. So 4, 5, 6, 1, 3. This has to be a 4 now. 5, 6. Leaves 3 and 4 for these. Leaves 5 and 6 for that one. This can't be a 4. 2 has to go there. 1, 3, 1, 3 to make 6. This has to be a 4. This has to be 1, 2, 4 because it adds up to 7. How about this guy? Don't know. Ooh, okay. Add up to these two have to add up to 9. Can't be 4, 5, so it has to be 3, 6. That tells us about these. This one has to be a 4 because just adding up the numbers in the box, the other ones have to be 17. So it has to be a 5 in order for that bottom left one to add up to 13. And now this has to add up to 6, 12, 18. This has got to be the 3. 1 and 5 here in some order. This has to be the 6. This has to be the 4. This has to be a 3 now. 3 and 6 up here. This has to add to 7, which is good because it has to be a 2 and a 5. This is a 3. This is a 6. And we just finish as fast as we can. Ah, here we go. Two minutes, 19 seconds. And I spent a little bit of time setting things up. Average was 352. I usually beat average by a lot on like the really fast ones. I guess I'm good at the easy ones. But being good at the easy ones is not the impressive thing. The impressive thing is being good at the hard ones. Okay, next up the Jigsaw Killer. Another 6 by 6. Jigsaw meaning that the boxes are no longer nice rectangles. They're the irregular ones. Like that. And killer meaning we get the sums like with last time. So this is a 1 and a 3. This has to be a 2 and a 4 now. So this is a 5 and a 6. Wow. Two of the boxes are just rows. We already knew that. This has to be a 4 and a 6 to add to 10 because it's 6 by 6. Now this can't be 2, 4, so it's got to be 1, 5. And this has to be the same as that one, because they both complete a set of 6 along with these 5. Oh, and this can't be a 5 because it has to add up to 5 with the other thing. Cool. Okay, this is a good foothold to jump in. Okay, so this has to be a 3 because these have to add up to 21, and then with this it has to be 24. Similar logic here tells us that's a 1. It's nice that when they do the regions with symmetry, that's pretty cool. Okay, so this has to be a 5, 6 pair now. This has to be a 2. This has to be 3, 6 now, so this has to be the 4. If this were 5, this would be the 3, so it's 6, 2, not the other way around. 3 and 5. Now 6 and 3. 1 and 5 here. 3 and 4. Can't be a 1. Oh, we already knew those. This can't be a 1 either. This has to be a 5 or a 6. Now I guess I'm looking at what adds up. Can't deduce anything yet, I think. Oh, but these can't both be 3. So if this one's a 3, then this has to be a 5 and a 3 in order to be low enough to be 11, so this has to be the 2. And this is the 3, forcing this to be a 4, and this a 3. Now this is a 6, a 5, just to make things add up. And we finish. .256 is my time. 2 minutes 56 seconds. And the average time is 7 minutes and 40 seconds. Really? How did people take so long? $7 minutes and 40 seconds for that puzzle? Huh. Well, I don't know. I feel like maybe the smaller puzzles have larger variable times. Also, maybe it means that people who aren't as good at solving hard puzzles can solve the easy ones, and so the time looks slower because it gets averaged in. Okay, I can either do the 12 by 12 now, or I can do the skyscraper. Either one looks like it's going to take a fair amount of time. I probably don't have time to do both. Here, let me pull up the options. There's this 12 by 12, which I'm always intrigued by them, but they always end up just being kind of annoying because there's more numbers to keep track of. I do enjoy skyscrapers, but they aren't technically Sudokus, so 12 by 12s usually have 3 by 4 boxes. This one isn't listed as irregular, so I assume that's the case here. Skyscraper is the one where they give you a number on the outside, and that's how many buildings you can see from that direction, where the number in each box is like the height of the building, and taller buildings hide the smaller ones behind them. If no one else has any preferences, I'm probably going to go for the skyscraper because 12 by 12s can be really painful. I feel like doing one of those on stream might be just a terrible idea. Also, the skyscraper expires sooner. It does also have a slightly slower solving time. I might beat the solving time on that one, who knows. I'm going to go over the skyscraper. I don't see any objections. So while this is not technically Sudoku, let me pull it up and explain the rules. So we see these numbers from the sides. We will see them as soon as I pull it up. What this means is that from the direction that the number is, like we have this 7 over here in the top right, this means that from the right we can see 7 different buildings in order of height. So this has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because the larger numbers hide the smaller numbers behind them. So if you're looking from the right, in order to see all of them, they have to be in stair-step order. The base rule is that, this is a 7 by 7 puzzle, so each row and each column has to have a 7 by 7 in it. Unlike Sudoku, there's not like 3 by 3 regions or anything. You just have to use the skyscraper clues. So usually you find the largest buildings first. Where can a 7 go in this column on this edge? Not here or here or here, because then that'd be the only one you can see from the right. Maybe any of the other ones though. Here the 7 has to go either there or there, so I'll mark that. I think we have a 7 here and here and here and here because, actually, no, wait, look. Okay, so this row, oh, no, wait, hold on, never mind. This 7 here messes it up. But here, you can't put a 7 here because then this 2 below it would have to be a 1. We can only see one skyscraper. And then we can't put a 7 here or here or here because then from the left you'd be able to see at most 2. For the same reason you can't put a 7 here or here, you'd be able to see like at most 3 from the top. You can't put a 7 here because you'd be able to see at most 3 from the right. You can't put a 7 here because you'd be able to see at most 3 from the right. So it has to go here or here in this column. I guess I should fill it in row by row instead of, or maybe, wait. I've done more columns than rows. Let's see. Oh. I have more information on rows though, so I think I'll stick with that. This can't be a 7 because of the 4 on the left. As far as I can tell, anything here is fair game. Oh, not that one, because then you'd be able to see at most 3 from the top. Already did this row. This row you gotta be here or farther to the right because of the 4 on the left. Here, this is an option. This is an option. This is fine. These 2 are not because of this 3 on the right. Oof. Ooh, that's rough. Usually we have a better shot at finding more 7s than that. Oh no, I haven't done the bottom row. It has to be here or to the left because of this 4 on the right. If we put a 7 here, we'd be able to see at most 3 buildings from the right in that row. So if we put a 7 here, this would have to be a 6, because, I mean, if we put a 7 here, you're going to be able to see the 6 somewhere in front of it. And since you can only see the two buildings, 7 and 6, this would have to be a 6, but that's bad because of the 4 to the right. You'd be able to see at most two buildings. So this can't be a 7. Similar logic, if this is a 7, this would have to be a 5 or a 6 down here in order to block all three of these and the ones up there. So these would have to be 2, 3, 4 at shortest, so this would have to be 5 plus to block them all. But then from the right, you're supposed to be able to see 4, but you can only see 5, 6, and 7 because the 5 in front blocks everything lower. So this can't be a 7. This has to be the 7. You can erase all the other 7s in that row. Ooh, and we have like a double here. So if 7 goes here, then it has to go here in this row. Only 2 spots of 7 can go here. Only 2 spots of 7 can go here. That means we can't put a 7 anywhere else in these columns. Ooh, which tells us like lots of things. Great. Okay, only place of 7 can go in this row. Only place of 7 can go in this row. Only one place of 7 can go in this row. Okay, that's more like it. That's more like it. Okay. Now I don't think we can solve the other two 7s yet. That is not unusual for this style of puzzle. So let's look at 6s. Excuse me. I mean, this is not 6s, but since we already have a 6 on this column, this has to be a 4 or a 5. Because again, this has got to be bigger than all three of these. I believe in this row, you can't put a 6 here because that 4 beneath would be able to see at most 2. 6s here seem fine. Can't put a 6 here because the 3 beneath would be able to see at most 2. Can't put a 6 here because that 4 to the right. So your 6s have to be one of these 3, it looks like. Can't put a 6 here because there's already a 6 in the column. I don't want to mark that down yet, I don't think. If we put a 6 here, this is interesting because then the 4 on top has to be able to see 3, 4, 5, 7. It's the only way to get increasing numbers between 4 of them between 3 and 7 without using 6. Oh, maybe this is where to look, this column. Can't put a 6 here, or here, or here, anywhere that has 3 plus on the left there, because then from the left you can see at most 2 buildings, the 6 and the 7. You can't put a 6 here, because you'll be able to see at most 3 from the bottom, namely the front one, the 6, and then the 7 at back. There. And similarly here you can't put a 6, because then you'd only be able to see the 6 and the 7 from the bottom. So this has to be a 6, is what I'm telling you. By similar logic, we can't have a 6 here, or here, or here, because of the 3, 4, 3, or 4, 3, 4 on the right there. There's already a 6 in this row, so bam, 6. And the remaining 6s are going to have to go down here. Can't put a 6 here because of the 3 below. Can't put a 6 here because of the 4 over here. We'd be able to see at most this square, and then this 6, and then wherever the 7 is. So that can't be a 6. Okay, so where can 5 go in this column? It can't go in any of these three, because then from the bottom you'd be able to see whatever's in front, because it'd have to be less than 5, and also the 5, and also the 7. So that would be 3 things, not 2. So we can't put a 5 in these 3. If we put a 5 here, then that causes problems for this 4 to the left. If we put a 5 here, you won't be able to see any of these 3, because they all have to be less than 5 just by what's left in the row. So you'd be able to see at most this one, the 5, and the 7. So that's no good. We want 4. So this can't be a 5 either. So this has to be the 5. We can't put a 5 right in front of a 4, because then we'd only be able to see the 5, 6, and 7 at most. So not there. Not here, because there's already one in the row. Not here. So either 5, ooh, here or here in this column. Okay, so look at this column here. If this were the 7, then we can't hide everything behind this 4 because there's a 2 on top. We need the 5 and 6 would be visible between the 4 and the 7. That would give us at least 3 buildings. So this can't be a 7. The 7 has to be that one and that one. And we are done with 7s. That is a great first step. That also tells us some things about the 6s, which is nice. Five has to go either here or here in this row, just by looking at where 5s already are. Like 5s are blocked for these 2 columns. Oh, and putting a 5 here is invalid, because then this 2 can see the 4 and the 5 and the 7. So this is not a 5, this is a 5. Ooh, now the 6 definitely can't be behind this 7, because then everything here would be a 1 and a 2 and a 4 would be hidden behind the 5, and you'd be able to see at most 3 from the top. So this is the only place a 6 can go in that row. Okay, so where can a 5 go in this rightmost column? Not here or here. Here obviously because of this 5, but not here because it would mess up this 4 to the right. So it has to be either here or here. Where can a 5 go in this row? Can't go there because of the 4. Can't go there because it's already taken, so it's got to be either here or here. Yeah, and 5 has to go somewhere behind this 7, because we already can see 2 things from this 2, the 4, and the 7. So that's that for that column. Just missing this column, I believe. Can't put a 5 there because there's already one in the row. Other than that, I think it's fair game. Okay, not quite, because if this were a 5, then the only place a 6 can go in the column is right above it. And we'd be able to see at least 4 things, namely this front one, then the 5, then the 6, and also the 7. So this one cannot be a 5. So now we've marked all the places 5s can go and all the places 6s can go. And 7s too, technically. I don't really want to go for 4s yet, I don't think. Usually you can kind of Sudoku things out before having to deal with 4s in a 7x7, I think. Alright, what am I missing? So if this is a 5, then this has to be a 6, because we know the 4 visible from the right over here have to be just these 4, and so they have to be in increasing order. That would be pretty wild. If the 6 is here, then the 5 has to go over there. That's not true. If the 5 is here, though, then the 6 has to go here in order to get a third building invisible from the left. So if this is a 5, then this is the 6. And if this is the 5, then this is the 6. Similarly, if this is the 5, then this has to be the 6. Okay, so suppose this one's a 5. Then we know this square here would have to be something lower than a 5, like 2, 3, or 4 specifically. And that doesn't agree with the 2 below it, because then we'd be able to see this front one, and also this 5, and also this 7. That is 3, which is not 2, so this is not a 5. Which means this is where the 5 has to go in that column. And, okay. So this has to be 2, 3, or 4. If this were a 4, we wouldn't be able to get 4 in from the left, so this has to be 2 or 3. This one has to be smaller than this one. So if this were a 2, this would have to be a 1, just in order for this 2 at bottom to work. But there's already a 1 in this column, so this has to be a 3, and then the thing behind it has to be a 2, and this has to be a 4, because that's what's left. Then because these are in increasing order, we have 5 and 6 right there. Now I believe we can collapse the 5s. Oops. Like so. This can't be a 6 anymore. One, 2, 4 missing in this column and in this row. And I don't think I want this to be a 1. Oh no, it's fine. Yeah, that 3 can work with anything, I think. In front. This column's missing 1, 2, 3. This row's missing 1, 2, 3. This column is, can't have a 2. It's weird, it's got 1, 3, 4, and 6 left. Huh. So if this were a 4, we wouldn't be able to get 4 from the right. We'd have to be able to get 4, 5, 6, 7, but 6 is hiding behind 7, so that's not happening. So this can't be a 4. Okay, this can't be a 1, because then that 3 on the right gets broken. Can't be a 2. Guess I'm pencil marking. There. We can probably figure out more than that, but let's do that, I guess. Looks like a lot of the outside clues we're given are already satisfied. Like this 4 up top, there's no way we can mess that up. There's no way you can mess this 4 up to the right. This is fine as long as this isn't a 4. Because if this is a 4, this is a 1 and a 2, and those both hide behind a 3 and give us only 3 from the right. Oh, which means this is the only place a 4 can go in this column. Sweet. Oops. You're not a 4. Oh, which means the 6 has to go behind the 5, because in order to get 4 from the left, the 4 buildings we have to see have to have height 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't have anything. Can't have the 6 blocking the 5, so this is not 6, this is 6. This finishes up the 6s, which is good. Now, this one can't be a 1, because then we'd be able to see this 1, and also this thing, and also the 6, and also the 7 from the bottom. So this has got to be 4, which tells us this is 3 and this is 1. We can cancel things out. This has to be a 4, this has to be a 1. This has to be a 4 now, only place it can go in the column. This can't be a 1. This can't be a 4. Only one spot left of 4 can go in the entire puzzle, I think. Interesting. Now, this can't be a 1, because then this would be visible, and this 1, and the 4, and the 5, and the 7, and that's no good. Oops. So this has to be the 1. Only place it can go in the row. Almost there. So we need... This can't be a 3, because then that would block both of these two, and this 3 on the left would only make it up to 2. So that means this column is the only place a 3 can go, so we can knock these guys out. Now if this is a 3, then this is a 2, and this is a 1, and that gives us 4 from the left, so that's not a 3. That's got to be the 1, and it goes in this order. That should finish everything. Oops. 25 minutes 33 seconds. That was definitely below average, but not that much. Oh, average was 13 minutes. Never mind. That is pretty below average. That's fine. Oh no, average was 19 minutes. Never mind. That makes me feel a little bit better. Okay, it is 11 o'clock. I have been streaming for almost 2 hours. Do I want to do one more? I think not. I think the only one really left to do is the 12 by 12, and that one's going to take me like forever. So I'm not going to do that. Okay, so I will not be streaming next week because I am going on vacation myself. I'm going to be visiting home. It's going to be great. Looking forward to it. So in 2 weeks I will be streaming again. I will definitely try to do that advanced puzzle because that looks right up my alley. I bet I can learn a lot from that one. Whew, I'm tired. This was a fun one though, very chill. I'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by and watching. This was fun.